What's up, party people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, I'm gonna be making a video for torturers because I noticed there's like a general misconception regarding this place. Like most of the videos show guys that have like a bunch of stuff and um, everybody has trap resistance. So, like, people feel like you cannot do it. At least that's what I thought when I watched the videos. But the only thing you actually need for this place is 45 damage. So you can get 45 damage in multiple ways. I'm just gonna show a few that are very common. So, like having this Kopish or whatever you pronounce this. Um, if it's +2, you can, once you hit this, level 6, you have 45 damage with it. The most common one is Falchion. Um, so you sharpen it once, and you need level 5 damage. Another option is this. You don't need anything. You don't need any plus damage, and you get this from Gatekeeper. But you can't have a shield, so if you like using shields, it's not an option. And this one is, I guess, really good from comparing these three. This is the best one, but you need level 7 damage for this. Why we need 45 damage? Because X throwers have 180 HP, sufferers have 90, and I believe the priestess has, I think, like 270, if I'm not mistaken. So it's double damage and then another hit. Yeah, 270. So it's just to make life easier, pretty much. Why we do it like that. But you need 2 of these, like 45 damage weapons. You need 2 crossbows. So I have some stuff ready there already. And you need 2 armor compositions of 250 armor. So in my case, I have a dog that gives me armor. So I get 45 damage, 45 armor from this guy. And I use him a lot, so it kind of helped me save armor. So I was running something like this. And then either I would have a shield or I would have a better hoodie. But whichever way you can get 250 armor, that's, I think, like the ideal soft spot, because you don't need to change for the slaughterer with it. And you would need 2 compositions like that to clear the entire floor one. All right. So I'm just gonna get right into it and show what I mean. So, like, the only difference, if you don't have any trap resistance, as you can see, where is it? Right. So I used to run this, but it kind of helps, but it's more important in Forsaken, especially Heroic, because pressure plates and traps don't really trigger. But in Torturers, it doesn't really matter. These things activate regardless, so only if you step on it, it's not going to activate, but if you run into spikes, you're still going to take damage. So a trap cat is always a better option, and it definitely makes the game much easier. But that doesn't mean you cannot do it, without it. You cannot, like, go there without the trap kit. All right, I think should be okay. Well, never mind. I'm just gonna skip this. So like I said, 2 compositions of 250 armor are more than sufficient. Doesn't matter how much damage you take, doesn't really matter what you do. It's more than enough to complete the whole thing. Personally, I usually bring this and this just to mitigate some poison damage if the priestess gets too many stacks in. But you don't really need to do it, so I'm just gonna take this one, I believe is a better option. Let me just quickly check this. I think. And yeah. And no here. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so what do we have? We have 257, and with this slightly more, but I'm probably gonna lose this. So yeah, this is like for me, like a comforting kind of zone, because it's really more than sufficient. Now, in terms of weapons, it doesn't really matter. I started using this because I have a bunch of it, but pretty much anything that's like 60 damage works. All right. So I'm gonna take this. I have one bear claw there. And I don't know, maybe like this. I think that's enough. All right, so what we want to do is be patient with our approach, because like we can't really go like Leroy Jenkins on this place if we don't have trap resistance. So just look at the floor. It gives you all the info you need, pretty much. So I'm just gonna bring this for the torture dude, and yeah. So the approach is always the same. You kite pretty much all of them, and you lure enemies one by one. It's by far the easiest approach because you take minimal damage. And you can see on the ground there are these plates, right? Personally, since I think Torturers is a really good place, I usually step on these, so it summons an enemy. Sometimes it does damage to you, but it doesn't really matter. Just having the chance to have more enemies is actually good enough for me. Well, that was dumb. So yeah, why I do this? Because these this place is the only place right now where we can systematically farm high-level books. So with the introduction of insignias, this place is actually very, very good. On top of that, of course, we have the Scarlet Hunt thing, which also helps, right? So you get more points for each enemy you kill. So, in my opinion, floor 1 is like floor 1 Forsaken, and it's more than worth it to... let me just reduce this a little bit. It's more than worth it to clear the whole thing. You don't have to, like, it's actually up to you if you're gonna clear it or not, but I think it's worth it. because of the insignias, pretty much. Um, Floor 2 is a different story. You cannot really be cost efficient as much on a floor 2. But floor 1 is very easy. So like I said, you just need 45 damage, and pretty much it's very straightforward. You know, you just I use petrification because I fight a lot on a daily basis. So I'm kind of running low on heals. So I run tortures twice a day since I'm trying to get the boat, and I run Forsaken twice. Normal Forsaken, but still you need some heals because I still haven't really leveled this up, you know. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of trying to save on heals. That's why I use Petrification. You don't need to use it, honestly. It doesn't really matter which skill you use. If you're afraid of taking additional damage, you can use Defensive Stance. That really helps a lot. But it's just a matter of preference. So in my case, I'm just concerned about like heals at this point. Um, but yeah, for skills doesn't really matter. I used to run this before I had more skills. I was running um, just the damage on Falchion. I was running this health. Poison I had maybe like level 3 or 4, so I started doing this place when I was level 130. And yeah, it's very easy to do. So like the skills I'm using evasion for the same reason, to avoid taking unnecessary damage and just burn fewer heals. So like that's the whole point of it. But essentially the only thing you need is actually damage for the particular weapon you're gonna use. Just to have 45 with it. Everything else is just like a nuance, not really relevant for this place. And like I said, the main thing you should focus on is like being patient with this place, because if you are fighting multiple enemies, especially on floor 2, it matters a lot if you are patient with it or if you just like run in, because you're gonna take a lot of damage and burn armors, heals. So it's not really a good strategy. I agree. Like it's much easier with the trap cat, but I'm just I would just want to show you that it's not impossible, and most importantly, it is a sustainable way of farm. And what's happening with this dude? I think my guy is kind of retarded. Hello? He's stuck. Oh, this is the first time I've seen something like this. All right, I'm gonna kill him anyway. Like I said, I want the insignias, but yeah, we just equip this to have additional armor for torture. So yeah, let's just full auto, just heal a little bit. He can't really move, and yeah, you can just let him die. This is why I use this kind of weapon. Oh, this was funny. All right, now let's continue. And yeah, just for the heal. But yeah, I think devs did a great job when they introduced this place, when they introduced insignias here. Because on floor one, the bare minimum you're gonna get, even if you don't clear the whole thing, like uh, if you just go, just follow the arrow and stuff. Okay, let's press this. The bare minimum you're gonna get is 20, and on the first row of the rewards of the trades you can make, that's equal to one rare weapon. So a rare weapon can be like something, +3 or 4. Doesn't really matter what you get. You just get a weapon. And if you do floor 1 and floor 2, I think the maximum I got was something like 55, just a ridiculous amount. And you need, I think, 450. I'm gonna have to do the math, but I think it's like that, to clear the whole thing. And with 450, you get a guaranteed high-level book. So like I said, this is the only way to consistently farm high-level books in the game. So like, at one point, you're gonna max most of your skills. So for me, I have pretty much everything maxed. The only thing I don't is a few ISA books. Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough, brothers. I was using this. Well, that's a bummer. All right, so kiting. So we kill one. We just let him die, and then we kill the other one. And he's just gonna die. Easy peasy. So yeah, 450 and you get a guaranteed book. It doesn't matter which one it is. I saw many people saving those books. Doesn't really matter. Like, it takes you essentially, I'd argue, like maybe, so the first page is 20, 20, 20, and then it's 40. So that's 100. And then we have 30, 30, 30, and 50. So that's, no, 240. My bad, not 450. 240 insignias. So basically, you do 4 to 5 runs, and you have a book guaranteed. On top of that, the loot you get is kind of self-sufficient. Not entirely, because floor 2 is expensive, but it's pretty good regardless. Like, you don't really burn so much stuff. I'm still using this. Jesus Christ. You don't really burn so much stuff on floor 1. Like you saw right now, I'm not really burning that much. So, and I already have 20. So for me, this place is pretty good. I like to clear the whole thing because of oats. Because of, chests give you oats, and also chests on floor 1 give you, usually they give you the insignia. But yeah, it's just massive. The more you get, the faster you're gonna reach your goal and just max your skills. So for somebody that values efficiency and just like the grind, because this is a relatively new account. I haven't really played that much. I haven't really played so long. I played a lot, but not really so long. So for 8 months, I'm pretty satisfied with my skill development. And the only thing I was focusing on in the game was actually skills. So I was just hunting down places where you can farm books, and then you simply run out of places for books. Like at one point, you won't really have many options. So now it's for me, it's Wagenberg. Like I said, Isa, just a few books. I think I have three for Curse left, and um, I have three books in my base, and I think I have like two more that I need or something like that. And I'll have it at like level 13, 14, pretty much. Ouch. Gonna feel here. So yeah, it's pretty good option for that. If that's not the reason why you would do it, I'm gonna show you the loot later, and also I'll record floor 2, but not in one video because it's gonna be too long. And I'll give an explanation on floor 2 as well, because floor 2 is somewhat different just because of how pricey it is. But it's not also not impossible. You just need better bows in case the headhunter or priestess are shielded by the fence. And outside of that, you don't really need a whole bunch of stuff to complete. Like when I was starting, I was just using high quality weapons for the Punisher. And for torture, there aren't really the cruel one. There aren't really that many cruel torturers you're gonna face. So I usually bring like 6 traps in total, something like that. And for armor, you need 400 is doable, but I used to run 500 to 550 with the Iron Shot Shield just to block the attacks of Punisher, because when he goes berserk, he does a ton of damage. But apart from that, you don't really need much for floor 2. I'm gonna record this later and show. So for floor 1, it's always the same thing. It's just this puzzle. There are no other options on floor 1. And yeah, also it's a nice way, even if you make mistakes, it's a nice way to farm Scarlet points. So yeah, so far so good. We got a torture here, and we're out of armors, out of this weapon, but it doesn't really matter. All right. So this is burnt out. That doesn't matter. I'm not gonna change. If it's not a big enemy, it is a torture here. Yeah, something like this. Okay, buddy. Excusez-moi. All right. So 175. Yeah, is enough. Let's see what we got. We got a priestess. We got a priestess. What? How did this happen? I don't know. Calculated, guys. So 27, this is 29 actually. This is by far the most I've gotten ever on this place, and I'm loving it. Also, the chest is gonna have one more. So if this guy drops, it's gonna be 31. No, he's not gonna drop. But yeah, 29 insignias. It's massive, just massive for this place. And let's see what the loot is about. Well, 3 scale pieces, silver claymore, this, just amazing, and 30 of these. So overall, I'm very satisfied with just like doing floor 1. And most importantly, it's sustainable. So you pretty much get the stuff that you're gonna use here, but you get enough, in my opinion, as compensation. So yeah, 30 insignias and 3 pieces of armor, 2 weapons. It's just massive. And I got this. Just outstanding, just outstanding. I'm gonna record floor 2 now. It's gonna be slightly longer, but yeah, this is it for floor 1. It's very simple to do. You can clear the whole thing. What did I burn? What was it, 2 or 3 stacks of jerky, I think, and 1 armor, pretty much. So nothing special, honestly, for floor 1. And yeah, keep grinding, peeps. Take it easy.